Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading for tomorrow, the 12th of August. We are going to get started in like 15 minutes or so. If you're coming to this video not live, go down below. All the timestamps are below this video. Mark, hello. Thank you for being here. Ninja, good evening. Brandy, hello. And Brandy and Brandy, two Brandys, both of you, hello. Dad, hello. And Honey York, hello. Thank you for being here. For everybody else, welcome. Thank you for being here. We are going to answer some questions first, and then we are going to get started on time, hopefully. So, Elizabeth Gonzalez, thank you for the super chat for the week. You have the star and 6 wands. I like that. That is Elizabeth. That is standing out for sure. So I feel like you are going to be standing out at this time, and or could be getting a lot of attention at work. So also love as well. So that's really nice. And for love, you have the world. So as always, Elizabeth, you're always getting these dating cards. So I feel like dating would be a really good idea for you. What date did I say? Did I say the 14th? This is for the 13th if I said the 14th. So yes, it is the 13th. Griselda, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, well, Tim Sagittarius come back. I would say no. I'm not a big fan of this, is what I'll say to you. Magician, King of Swords, very closed off energy, and is what I'm getting here. And also the Magician, kind of like a tricky energy as well. Yeah, no, and the Emperor, another closed off energy. I feel like there's potential. It's almost like this is like divinely guided for you, is what I'd say. But yeah, the moon says we need to keep things realistic. So I feel like you need to look at this realistically. But I feel like saying no at this point, yeah, I don't know. Every time I try to clarify, it just gets not great. So 5 wands, conflict, competition. 5 of swords, breakup. So yeah, I would say no, if I'm being honest. Trivia Luna. Hello, thank you for the super chat. You say, about that house, will I have the money to buy it? Yes, definitely. King of Cups. Literally, Luna. King of Cups, literally the card of the home. So I have intuitive meanings, as you know, that I use for the cards other than what their usual meanings are. And the King of Cups I call the home. So I would definitely say that would be a yes for you. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Take your time, but yeah, I would say yes to you. So, no doubt. All right, let me refresh this real quick, everybody. JC, hello. Thank you for the super chat, as always. Really appreciate it. Talk to a lawyer. Does it sound good? Yes, definitely. 10 of Pentacles. Can't beat that. 3 Cups, celebration. So, yes. Oh, you say it doesn't sound good. Cards, apartment. You have the 10 of Pentacles. Amazing card. 3 Cups. Another really positive card. You have the 4 Swords. I mean, 4 Swords could be like trying to heal from something that isn't good, but at the same time, I mean, maybe this is a blessing in disguise. You don't really have any blessing in disguise cards here, JC, but at the same time, those are very good cards. 10 of Pentacles, 3 Cups, celebration, 4 Swords, recovery, 3 Wands, looking into the future. Could be a move, you know, the 3 Wands. I feel like a couple months ago, JC, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I was getting moving cards for you, like a while ago, if I'm not mistaken. So it is possible that you have to move or something, but again, it's probably a good thing, is what I would say, judging by these cards, not a bad thing. So I would keep it positive, but that looks really good, no doubt about it. Shelby, thank you for the super chat, as always. Really appreciate it. You say, crazy stuff happening to me all around me. WTF. You have the 6 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. I feel like 6 of Cups, 6s to me can represent attention sometimes, and so it could be something trying to get your attention that you have to pay attention to. But 6 of Cups, happy card, really good card, and 3 of Pentacles is a card of just like work. So to me, this would represent like something that you need to work on, whatever the crazy things are. So like whatever crazy things are happening around you is probably to get your attention about something about you or about, you know, life in general. And I feel like you have to put the work in. Yeah, Page Wands. I don't know, I feel like things are going to get faster for you, Shelby, in life in general. So that looks positive as well. Definitely not a bad thing, I would say, even if it seems crazy. Vivian, hello, by the way. Thank you for the super chat. You say, will I be able to save my house from foreclosure? You have the Judgment card, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles is pretty straightforward. I mean, it's not, you know, again, in a situation like this, it's probably not the easiest card to get because it is a card of work or needing to put in the work to save it, basically. But Judgment card, a rebirth, second chance, really. So I would say yes to you with these 2 cards. But again, 8 of Pentacles, it's really not what I would consider a good answer because, again, it just says that it's obvious, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it's not really something other than that. So I feel like you're just saying if you put the work in, obviously, then you will. So I would say yes. Kiara, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say Kiara B. I always forget that there's multiple Kiaras here. Kiara B, thank you for the super chat. You say, why is Neil acting so off? What is he thinking? Devil, toxic energy, chariot. Maybe this is out of control energy. So when you get these two cards together, it could represent his energy being out of control or his energy being toxic. Again, this doesn't have to be necessarily something super bad. It could just be, kind of like an addictive personality. It could be someone who just, this is what they do. They just act on and off, stuff like that. So that's what I'd say here. The chariot does say you can take control of this situation. So, I would definitely do that with these two cards, but I feel like it's like a toxic thing. Yeah, you have the Queen of Wands as well, so I feel like he finds you very attractive, obviously. I feel like you've had either this card or one of the other Wands cards asking me about this person, so definitely there's attraction there. But, this is more lust, than it is love. So, again, you're not going to get any judgments from me, so it doesn't matter how the feelings are, just does it line up with what you want, is what I would ask you with the Queen of Wands. It's like, is it lust and you want love, or is it the other way around? So I would ask yourself those questions. Rita, thank you as always for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say a few cards, energy for this week. Amazing, Rita. 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, yeah. So 9 of Cups, a wish. You getting something you wish for, getting something you want, working on fulfillment. I don't know, I'm beginning to believe that pretty much everybody is working on fulfillment. Again, I keep blaming this on Taurus because of the Uranus and Taurus energy. To me, Uranus and Taurus, everybody's going to be trying to create either, not really fulfillment, just more freedom in their lives in general, but also with a certain level of comfort, so we could say fulfillment, and I feel like you are probably working on that. 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, this could be like offers. I feel like an offer coming in that you're going to reject or something along those lines, so it could be like an offer for a settlement is popping into my head, or something else. I'm not sure. It feels like an offer, feels like it's not enough, so you might be like rejecting something. I don't know. 10 of Cups though, really very happy, very positive energy for you, Rita, so I like that a lot. Yeah, 7 of Cups. I feel like you need to focus. I feel like saying bigger picture on this. Normally, on the 7 of Cups, I would say small picture, because 7 of Cups says you need to focus on one thing. But I feel like you need to kind of like look at the big, kind of the big picture in multiple areas of your life, or kind of look like into the future almost is what I'm getting, if you're trying to make any decisions about settlements or anything like that. But overall, very positive. I like it. Lisa, hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. You say, is Chris keeping his options open with Sarah? I would say maybe. Wheel of Fortune is a very good card, so it is a positive card, but it can represent, kind of like in and out energy. It's like the hamster wheel, so again, what I would say here is if this mysterious Chris has multiple, if they've done this in the past, this kind of says that they're not going to change. The Wheel of Fortune is just a repeat cycle, and the 10 of Wands could kind of be a card of options, if I'm being honest with you. So that's what I would say there. 2 of Wands. I don't know. This is love though, but I would say I feel like saying that if he's done this before, then I would say yes to you, because it just seems like a repeat thing. Lisa. Samantha, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Few cards for the week. You have the 3 of Swords. Let go of past heartbreak if you're dealing with that, or sadness. Could also say watch your health. You have the Knight of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. This is very hardworking energy right here, so it could be just doing a lot of hard work this week, putting the work in. The Knight of Pentacles here could also just be you kind of making slow but steady progress, especially with that 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is like waiting to achieve your goals. So whatever your goals are, it could be in business or work, but it could also be in love. It could be to move. It could be about anything, but this is you putting in the work to work towards your goals. But I feel like saying finally. So, and that happens to me every once in a while. So I feel like finally you are making some forward movements here, which is very positive. I like that for sure. Damalu, hello. Thank you for being here, by the way. Really appreciate it. Lionheart, hello. Thank you for being here. Everybody else, welcome. Thank you all for being here. We're going to get started in 5 minutes. So we will be starting in about 5 minutes, and we are going to go in order as always. So let me just check one thing as well before we actually get started here, because I don't know. All right, there we go. Perfect. Streamlabs is acting up. Monique, hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Any announcements, Chris? Yes. By the way, if we get to, I think this is what my dad is referring to. If we get to 50K subscribers by the 1st of September, we are going to do a special live with my entire family. Well, actually, just my parents and Jake, of course, as most of you know. And we're going to be doing a giveaway, giving away a bunch of stuff, decks, shirts, stuff like that. So everybody make sure to share, like, subscribe, all that other good stuff. We are pretty close to 50K, and so subscribe, because 46% of you are not subscribed, I believe. I think it's still at 46%. I'm not sure, but that's that. Tina, hello, thank you for being here, really appreciate it. And everybody else, yeah, welcome. Yeah, Monique, where have you been? I have not seen you in forever. Yes, that is what he was talking about. The Scale Intuition, thank you for the super chat, really appreciate it. Excuse me. You say, is JC going to commit to me in the near future? You have the Death card and the Strength card. I mean, this would be about needing to have strength and patience as well. But the Death card and the card of transformation, the Fool, it's like somebody needs to take a leap of faith here, is what I'd say. So it's like somebody has to get the balls to make this happen. So I feel like I feel like there's a lot of potential here. Ace of Swords. So I would say yes, this is a card of victory. I like this when this card comes up with the Strength card, because it says like somebody he probably wants a victory in the situation. So he wants a commitment or something like that. But I feel like there needs to be more action. Yeah, 7 of Wands. So I feel like I've said this all to you before as well, getting major like deja vu type of stuff going on here. So I feel like this is saying that you need to kind of like open up more to him, or probably I would say this is on both of your sides, not just you. So I feel like both people. And Queen of Pentacles, though, really good card. So yeah, I would say yes, I feel like this is good for you, no doubt about it. And again, I feel like there's attraction there, obviously, but it's like somebody with that Fool card, it's like, could be nervousness, kind of 9 of Swords here. Yeah, Temperance, I feel like you just have to be patient, but yeah, and you say here he's very stubborn. Yeah, that's, probably it. He's stubborn. All right, early, Casey, thank you for the super chat. Casey we are doing an early collective, thanks to the stunning Casey, although she's just Casey now, but that's okay. We're going to do a collective, and then we are going to get started. I'm going to timestamp this bad boy. So for everybody that is here, you have the Page of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. So for the collective, the Page of Pentacles is this is newness right here, plain and simple. 9 of Pentacles, one of the meanings I have for the 9 of Pentacles, just an intuitive meaning that I use for the card, is it is my card of newness, just new things coming in. Page of Pentacles, starting something new. So I feel like a lot of you could be starting new things, probably related to business or work. You have 2 9s here as well. To me, it's a really good year, and you have the 9 of Wands. So what I would say is, as I always say to Libra, but really for everybody, it's a really good year for like social media type businesses, or any type of business that is creative, or any type of business that requires getting attention on something, which is pretty much every business that exists. So if you have a business, or even if you just have a job, all these cards are saying like, open up, get attention. You have the Hermit and the High Priestess, like needing to open up to get more attention at work for a raise, promotion, pretty much anything like that. But really good energy there. Next, we have the 9 of Wands and the Hermit for the collective. So I feel like a lot of you, again, need to open up. This is very closed off energy. Hermit being closed off, 9 of Wands, a defensive energy. So again, if you're looking for love, business, whatever, this all says open up, get more attention. For some of you, I do feel like this is about pushing yourself outside of a comfort zone as well. You have the 2 of Swords and the High Priestess. With these 2 cards here, it could definitely represent needing to leave comfort zones, which seems to be a major message for pretty much everybody as well. So it makes sense that it would come up in the collective, right? And finally, you have the High Priestess and the 2 of Swords. So I feel like some of you are not wanting to make a decision. 2 of Swords, I really... Honestly, it does not surprise me to see the 2 swords. 2 swords, normally it's the lady, she's got a blindfold on and the 2 swords, but it's like says she is not wanting to look at something that she has to take care of in her life. It's kind of interesting that, in all the readings, all this personal development stuff comes up in the readings all the time lately. And, but I do feel like there's this energy of like not wanting to look at certain things that we have to take care of, or not wanting to look at the truth in certain situations. Saturn retrograde in Capricorn, kind of weird position. Plus there's Pluto there. We get a lot of weird stuff going on. So it's like there are things that we might not want to admit to ourselves that we have to kind of admit to ourselves, because it forces us to look at ourselves, right? So it's like we don't want to admit bad things about us. our own self. So I feel like a lot of you need to do that with these two cards. Pretty much, we all pretty much do. But Ace of Pentacles as an outcome, I feel like there could be a lot of success for everybody coming in. Ace of Pentacles to me is a card of needing to get out there and kind of like start a new journey in your life. So I feel like a lot of you could be like starting new journeys, new businesses, new paths in general. We are really kind of being reborn at this time. So I feel like a lot of people could be having death type moments in their lives where they're like transforming, changing, just doing new things. Like I said, with that Nine of Pentacles. So that's that for the collective. But welcome everybody again. Thank you all for being here. We're going to get started right now. And we are going to get started with Aries. So let's see what we have for you, Aries people. And Aries, this is already a shuffled deck, but just wanted to shuffle it again. All right, Aries. Aries, you have the Eight of Cups here and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, this is you moving on. So I feel like a lot of you could be moving on from a past relationship or a past partnership. It's kind of weird because I am getting like business partners, and I'm also like any type of partnership that could possibly exist. I feel like some of you could be walking away from a partnership here. It's coming in very clearly. So I feel like some of you, that is the case. Eight of Wands just says you're running away. Eight of Wands can just be completion, ending, can just represent an ending of something. So I do feel like some of you are kind of putting an end to a relationship here for the most part. Again, for some of you, this could be you deciding to finally move on. So if you've been holding on to somebody, I really feel like this is you. So I feel like you're just deciding something is no longer fulfilling. Now the good news is you're going towards success right here. Eight of Wands. It is a card of completion, but it also says you are kind of hitting your mark. You are moving towards success in some way. So I really like that. Even better than that, Aries, you have the Sun with you showing up here in the reading. So I feel like you're coming up in a very strong position here. It's funny that I just said that in the collective reading. Again, King of Wands is my card of personal development. To me, it is the card of personal growth, focusing on the things inside of you that need growth. And the Sun is like you paying attention to it. So, and I feel like I'm pretty sure that you are like the number one sign, other than Leo maybe, that gets all these like personal development, personal growth type of messages that come in. So it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of you are doing work on yourselves here with these two cards. For others, this could be a child. I'm getting a child for some reason popping in. Not really a child card, although the King of Wands to me would be the card of kind of raising children. I always say it's like my card of raising something as if it were a baby, but I don't really consider it a card of children, but it is popping into my head. So I do feel like a lot of you could have happiness. To me, this is also like material. I'm getting material growth, but I feel like that's just, I feel like just talking about opportunities to make more money in like work or business as well with these two cards. And finally, look at this, Nine of Cups in the Two Wands, fulfillment. So I feel like you are kind of moving towards fulfillment. Two Wands also says you are making a choice to be whole, is what this is saying to me. So this is kind of like a, this to me doesn't feel like a daily reading, honestly. Here, Aries, I always say that these readings are timeless, really, and they are for whenever you watch them, but it feels like a bigger meaning type of reading for me, for you, and I feel like it's just saying that you are kind of choosing fulfillment. So that means you could be cutting people out of your life who no longer serve you, who kind of like take away from you, and or you could be deciding to leave relationships because you want more fulfillment with this Nine of Cups. I also feel like for others that this could be talking about travel, obviously. Nine of Cups is my card of long distance relationships, but it could just say that you are traveling just in general, especially with that Two of Wands, because Two of Wands can be a card of travel as well. But the Two of Wands would tell me that you are probably planning on traveling. So it's like maybe you're not traveling right now, but it is a card of like having a plan to travel at some point in the future. And you could be kind of putting those plans together. This could be a dream trip coming in for you. It's kind of weird because I'm getting a lot of travel stuff here. So I do feel like some of you are traveling. Actually, wait a minute. I always get travel for you, Aries. I always get travel for you. So I feel like a lot of you could be traveling around. Some of you, it's, I literally said this the other night, I think, now that I think about it. I feel like some of you are like trying to find your place. It's like you're trying to find your, the place where you want to be. So like I said, kind of a weird message tonight, but Aries, I like that a lot, actually. That feels really good. So thank you, Aries. All right, Taurus. What do we have for you, Taurus people and Taurus? Taurus, you have the Ace of Wands here in the Fool. Just do it, Taurus. Every single night you get this card. Anything creative you're trying to do, I would say just do it. I feel like it'll lead to a lot. All the freedom, all the Uranus and Taurus freedom that you desire will be coming from some sort of creative project. I always get a book for you, Taurus. I don't know why. It's like you, I think it's you and Leo that always get like a book or writing a book or something along those lines. So, but it doesn't have to be a book. It could be anything creative. I feel like you just need to just do it. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Temperance card saying this is your true purpose, or to me, the Temperance card represents a very specific set of skills but it could be any type of skills that you have. So, but to me, the Temperance card is more of a card of like a jack of all trades. To me, it's a card of like that's saying maybe you are writing a book, but maybe you're also a really good artist and you're going to be like designing the cover for the book, and maybe you're also really good at marketing and you're going to be marketing the book. It's like you are doing everything around one project, if that makes sense. So I feel a lot of you could be doing that with these two cards here. I like that. For others, the Ace of Wands is talking about abundance, and you have the Eight of Pentacles as well. So I'd say whatever you're working on or whatever you're moving towards, some sort of new beginning with these two cards here. Could be a new relationship, but this feels, again, I'm getting all these big picture things tonight, so I feel like it could be bigger picture, like a business or a project. I feel like it's going to be very profitable for you. Next, you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles, like I said, material success on the horizon. So whatever this creative project is that you could be starting, or, you know, it could be anything, like I said, a job or a business, I feel like there's going to be a lot of abundance in the situation. I do feel like there's a need to keep working on it permanently, whatever it is. So again, some of you could be building like a permanent business. You could be getting into a relationship. You know, again, I'm always on here preaching about how I think when we get into relationships, we got to keep working on it, right? It's like we can't just get into the relationship and become something different. You know, that's like the number one problem with relationships in the first place. It's like you get into the relationship, then you get lazy, right? And you stop doing the same things you did to get into the relationship in the first place. So I feel like a lot of you, whatever it is you're starting, just keep putting the work in. Look at it as like a lifelong kind of passion project or whatever it is, or if it's a relationship, again, same thing. The Four of Cups, I feel like, is just talking about not seeing the potential. I feel pretty good about this in general, Taurus, so I wouldn't really worry about it, but I do feel like there's something about not seeing the potential in a project. So again, I always get these like imposter syndrome cards for you, Taurus, where I say like you feel like maybe you're not good enough to do something, or you're not good enough to date a person, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So I feel like some of you need to get rid of that, like thinking that you're not good enough to do something you want to do. And finally, you have the Temperance card and the High Priestess. Like I said, this is like I haven't had this message on the Temperance card in a really long time, but the Temperance card to me is like a jack of all trades card. It's a little bit different than the Magician to me. Magician says you have all these talent, skills, gifts, and abilities, but Temperance is like more specific, because it's like she's turning water into wine. It's like more specific, but it also says that she has a certain set of skills based off of one thing. It's really hard for me to explain. Like I said, use the book example, but again, this could be in any area of your life where it's like maybe you have like one main job, but maybe you're also good at other skills around that job. And I feel like some of you need to look at like complementary skills. I got this, it's kind of weird because like I think it was back in 2016 or somewhere around there, I kept getting this message about circles, and I've talked about circles before, but and I kept getting this weird message about the importance of circles. I don't know. What I really need in here, people, is I really need a whiteboard so I can draw it out, so I can explain it better. But, you know, one way to think about it is it's like maybe you are starting a business, and maybe it's like a marketing business, or maybe it's like an art business. Let's just use that because you have all this creative stuff here. And it's like maybe you're going to be selling your art, but it's like what else could you do other than that? You could probably like teach people. You could teach classes. You could, you know, these are all little circles. So if you're planning a business, I think you need to like take the main business idea, but also look at all the little things that could kind of add on to the business itself. You could start a YouTube channel, make extra money that way. But circles, people, I don't know. You know, I'm going to do a video on it. I promise. There you go. Thank you, Taurus. Really appreciate it. All right, Gemini. What do we have for you, Gemini people? And Gemini. Here we go. Gemini. Gemini, speaking of circles, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot, two cards that both represent circles. So, Gemini, continuing on with the circles talk, the Wheel of Fortune, things turning around in your favor, and I feel like something is giving you back control here, so I definitely like to see that, or you are feeling more in control of your own life with these two cards, so that is positive. Could be a move as well. And you have a ton of moving cards here. You have these two, plus you have the Six of Swords. So not a ton, but still enough. So I feel like some of you, and you have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is a moving card to me as well. So a lot of moving energy. If you are not moving location, then this could just say that you are going to be deciding to maybe move jobs or change businesses. I always get this for you, Gemini. I feel like major changes coming in for you here with these two cards. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer here as well. in love. You also have Earth here, and yeah, you have a lot of Earth here as well. So some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, or you could be dealing with an Earth sign as well. So that would be nice. I do feel love here, so but it feels like the returnal love, but not as in an X. So it would, to me, it feels like just I'm almost getting like the King of Cups on these cards. To me, King of Cups represents love coming into your life, but it also represents the fact that it's new love. It's like the feelings of love are returning to your life if you're looking for love. Next, you have the Six of Swords and Six of Pentacles. For some of you, I feel like you could be being a little bit too cautious as far as business or work are concerned with these two cards. So I would be careful of that with the Knight of Pentacles. It's like you could be too afraid to make a decision, or you could be not making choices that you need to make here with these two cards. The Knight of Pentacles, I feel like saying trickling as well, which is very weird. So I feel like some of you could have, but it looks like the beginning of something. So if you are like starting a business, or if you're trying to make, but it feels like side money as well, which is great. I keep getting this message as well for you. So it feels like side money. I feel like if you're doing anything on the side, or maybe you're starting a second job, or maybe you're just starting like a little side thing, I feel like there could be money trickling in. As I've stated before, I think that a ton of people, this is what Uranus and Taurus is, plain and simple. I keep telling people that, Uranus and Taurus, we will see more things like Uber is an example where you can use something you already own to make money, your car, right? So I feel like Uranus and Taurus is going to bring more technologies like Uber for people to make money with stuff that they already own, or like Airbnb, but it'll be different. What does it look like? I have no clue, but I just see like more of those types of technologies I believe will be coming out over the next like 8 years or so. And these things will provide people with extra income, so that's what I say with those. That's what I'll say with these two cards. But I feel like some of you could be starting something like that. For others, just moving, like I said, or moving on to calmer shores. So moving on towards improvements. And finally, you have the Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. This is definitely finding your treasure in love. So finding someone who fits into your life very well is what I'd say with these two cards if you're looking for love. Ten of Pentacles tends to me represent dating. So if you're looking for love, get out there, date. For others, I feel this could be a perfect match with the job. And the Ten of Pentacles says that this could be something that provides for you for a very long period of time. Again, the Ten of Pentacles is the card of permanence. It's the card of something that is going to be permanent in your life, that is going to last forever. So a lot of you could be kind of starting something or getting into something that lasts for a very long period of time, that supports you for a very long period of time, and of course that will be awesome. For others, like I said, both these cards can represent moving to me, so I feel like this could be money, or this could be moving. And what I would say here is I love when the Ten of Pentacles comes up for a move, because as I've been saying all year, to me there are additional benefits to moving this year, meaning that we could be moving somewhere that's like cheaper but better, so we're like saving money but we get somewhere that's like bigger, or we could be moving somewhere where we get a job that pays us more, and we get to live somewhere that's better and cheaper. So there are like a lot of benefits to moving at this time, but really good, very good cards for learning, by the way. Definitely popped into my head. So if you're doing any learning, like if you're going to school or training, these are two really good cards for you. I've been pushing the training this year as well. All the energy in Saturn and Capricorn, we should be taking advantage of training opportunities, schooling opportunities. Like if our work offers training, we should be taking advantage of it, because it will equal more money with all the Saturn and Capricorn stuff. So I would definitely say do the training type stuff as well. But thank you, Gemini. All right, Cancer. What do we have for you, Cancer? Cancer, you have the Five of Swords here and the Hangman. Yeah, I feel like some of you could be feeling stuck, obviously. You have the Two of Swords as well showing up here, so I just want to clarify this out. Yeah, I feel like you need, your answer is very simple. I feel like you need to move towards what is new, what is different with these cards. I feel like you need something different in your life. I feel like you need to like mix things up. I feel like if you're, I've told the story before that I read for somebody in the past who was looking for love, and it came up in their reading that they need to do something different. They went for a walk every single day, and so they just started walking in a different direction every single day, and guess what? They met somebody on their walk. Not right away, it took like a month or something like that, but something different led to love in their life. So I feel like a lot of you need to do something different. It could be that simple. If you're looking for love, walk a different direction, go to a different store, do something different. I feel like this is talking about variety. I feel like it's saying things are getting stale in your life. So I feel like if you are a Cancer that's dealing with like this very like stale energy, that's the best word I could use to describe it. I feel like you just need some variety in your life. So that's what I'd say there. I'm getting it for everything, Cancer. It could be your diet, it could be you know, like I said, where you go to school, where you work. It could be the stores that you shop with. I feel like things just need to be mixed up here for whatever reason. Next, you have the Three of Pentacles and the Death card. I feel like you are rebuilding yourself here. I almost get like the Capricorn energy, your opposite sign, for like months. When I first started doing these readings, I was telling Capricorn that I feel like they are kind of like rebuilding their bodies. They are rebuilding who they are. So I feel like a lot of you are rebuilding who you are with these cards. Three of Pentacles is like a focus on quality. I also am getting something about attention here, Cancer. Kind of a weird message, but I feel like some of you could be, it's like you are realizing that you need to pay attention to people is what's popping into my head. What I feel like that is that maybe you have realized that in your relationships, maybe you have conversations with people, and maybe you are realizing that you're not really paying attention to things they're saying. I feel like you're just being more, it does come across as like a cautious energy is what I would say here, Cancer. I'm trying to pick up on it. But I feel like this is a positive thing overall that you are doing. It's like you're becoming more aware of people's feelings or something. But, I mean, that wouldn't make sense to me because I feel like you are very aware of people's feelings. But yeah, like I said, I feel like you're just being more aware of the thing, like people talking to you. I don't know why this is coming out, but it is. So there you go. This could be an opposite energy as well, Cancer. So it might be that people are not doing that to you. It's like people are not kind of taking care when they deal with you. So a lot of you could be feeling that, and I don't know, I'm picking up on it for some reason, so I'd pay attention to it. And finally, here you have the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. I feel like some of you need to pick new love, obviously here. Two of Swords saying let go of the past. Page of Pentacles says focus on a new relationship. Page of Pentacles is my brand spanking new card. It is my card of someone brand spanking new coming in for love. So if you're looking for love, it's probably someone new with that Page of Pentacles. It could be an earth sign, but you have pretty much everything here. And again, this is a general reading, so it could be any sign, but I feel like this could be just someone new coming in. And Two of Swords just says take the blindfold off, let go of the past, move on towards someone new. For others, the Page of Pentacles I feel like is just talking about something new work-wise, or just work that you're doing in general. So I feel like a lot of you could just be putting in the work in general. And, you know, Page of Pentacles is a card of like a new job. It is the card of raises, promotions, new money. I also feel like some of you could be getting news about money as well, but it's going to require a decision. You know, as I always say with twos, pick the new path, pick the new choice. So I feel like a lot of you could be having a choice here with the Two of Swords. For others, I feel like this is talking about a compromise for some reason. It's coming in for love as well. I don't know. Again, I don't know why this is coming up, Cancer. So let me preface this by saying that, but it's like for some of you, I feel like you need to make compromises in love. It's not on the type of person you're picking. That's not what I'm picking up. I feel like it's like maybe you're not willing to online date. You know, that's the example I always use. I feel like, you know, maybe you're not willing to online date. I feel like this is saying you need to, if you're looking for love, you need to online date. Or maybe there's someone you're interested in, and maybe you need to be the one to approach that person. Maybe they're just not going to approach you for whatever reason. So that's what I would say here, and I feel like that would be a really good idea for you. I'm getting the word authentic here as well, but it's coming up as an approach. I would say if you're thinking about approaching someone, I think you should do it for sure. You know, people always come to me and they're like, oh, I'm not going to approach him. He has to approach me. I'm like, yeah, but if you like him, it's like, why not just say it? It's like, you know, you're not being authentic. You're preventing yourself from being authentic and saying something to somebody that you really feel. So it's like, why not do it, right? And that's what I'll say there. But thank you, Cancer. Really appreciate it. All right, Leo. What do we have for you, Leo people? And Leo. Every planet and their mother is in your chart, right? Is in your sign now, Leo. Just so you know. But let's see here. Leo, you have the Emperor and the Moon. I feel like you need to follow a plan here. I feel like this is you grounding things into your reality as well. So the Moon, as I always say, to me it's a good card, bad card type of situation here with the Moon. To me, it is a card of having dreams, having big wishes, goals, plans, all those other things. And the Emperor is just saying you can have whatever you want, but you just need to have a plan on how you're going to get it. As I've been saying all year, I don't care if you want to be an astronaut. If there was ever a year that you could become an astronaut, it would be this year and next year. But so you have like 2 years basically, or a year, less than a year and a half. But if there was ever a year to do it, it would be this year. And these two cards just say you need to kind of get started, and you also need to kind of have a plan with that Emperor on how you are going to get this. The only thing holding you back is fears with that Moon card. So I feel like some of you need to let go of the fears, come up with a plan how you're going to get whatever it is that you want, and I feel like you will get it. It's just that simple. So I really like this here for you, Leo. Next, you have the Seven of Wands here and the Queen of Cups. Definitely could be love coming in for you. I feel like someone is opening up to you, Leo, here. Could be a water sign. Water has been showing up in your Leo readings quite a bit. Wouldn't really surprise me. So I feel like it could be a water sign. You have everything else here. You have You have fire, you have earth, you have everything. So it could be any sign, but I feel like someone's opening up to you. And nurturing energy as well, Leo. I said this to you like 2 nights ago or last night, I don't remember. But I feel like this is someone who wants to be nurtured and wants to nurture you as well, which I feel like is good for Leo as always. I feel like Leos probably do best with like a very nurturing person or somebody that they can nurture themselves. You got to be careful that doesn't become toxic, but still probably pretty good for Leo. And Seven of Wands. I feel like this could be, for others, this is a change in your feelings about something. So Seven of Wands this is like a little bit of a pissed off for greatness type energy for me, Leo. This could be you having a change in your emotions about something that you're working on in business or work, and the Seven of Wands is you deciding to double down. So this could be one of those things where you're kind of giving something a last ditch effort, but this tells me that you are giving it an honest try. So this could be like a job. Maybe you're like, you know what, I'm kind of on the fence about my job right now. I don't know if I like it or if I don't like it. So this would say that you are going to say, you know what, I'm going to really try for a certain amount of time, and if it doesn't work out, I'll quit. If it does, I'll stay. So I feel like some of you are kind of giving something a last-ditch effort. It could be a relationship as well. And finally, you have the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups, marriage. So I feel like some of you could be getting married if you're not married already. You could be meeting someone that you will marry as well in the future with these 2 cards. For others, this is you being very happy. So I do like that. For others, I would be very careful of like the whole conformity side of things with the Hierophant card. This can be, this is a very positive energy, but if I was being super picky with these 2 cards, what I would say here is that this could be saying that what is making you happy is either seeing other people conform to your beliefs or people conforming to you. I would be careful of that. I keep saying we need to be really careful of mental masturbation this year. Like anything that makes us where like we see other people doing things that we believe and like too much of that groupthink type activity. Again, we see it all over the news, right? With people just yelling at each other, barking at each other. Is anything getting done? No. It's like 2 idiots on 2 sides of a screen just yelling at each other. So we need to be careful of that. I'm definitely picking up on that here, something about it. So that's what I'd say with these 2 cards. But overall, very positive energy. I feel like this is you feeling really good for the most part, feeling like you're being guided as well in life. So, Leo, that looks really good. Thank you, Leo. All right, Virgo, what do we have for you, Virgo people? And Virgo, all right. Virgo, you have the Hermit here and the Lovers. Yeah, I feel like if you want love, you just have to open up to it, just in general. So I would say if you want love, open up to it with these 2 cards. Hermit is you, obviously, and Lovers, love. The Lovers, to me, is a card of new love. It says, the past is toxic, so move on and move towards new love if you're looking for love. For others, this could be you kind of like facing your shadow, and this could be leading to a new life. So I do feel this for Virgo every single night. I feel like for a very long time, for the past few months, maybe even years, you've been doing a lot of like deep inner shadow type work in your life here, Virgo. The good news is that this would represent like graduation. So if you've been having like, this is coming in hot, Virgo, is what I'm going to say. I would say if you've gone through any like dark night of the soul type of stuff here, Virgo, I feel like this is you graduating from that type of work. If that's the type of work that you've been doing, like spiritual work, or it doesn't even have to be spiritual work. You could just be doing a lot of like changing. And I feel like a lot of you are graduating from that type of thing. That's all that's popping into my head here, Virgo. Next, you have the Queen of Swords and the Justice card. I do feel like this is justice from a friend. I always get this message for you, Virgo, about friends or a friend. So I feel like a lot of you are getting justice in like some sort of friendship situation here, and I do feel like that will be good for you. Be careful of lending money to friends. I feel like I always say that to you as well, Virgo. This could be like someone trying to tug on your heartstrings here, trying to tell you some sort of sob story, but I feel like you need to decide, like, are you really helping this person or are you hurting them by giving them money? Not only that, I don't like the Queen of Swords for lending money to people who ask for it, because it's like you're never going to see it again with the Queen of Swords. And if you are okay with that, like truly okay with that, then by all means lend the money, but realize you're not going to see it again. But if you're not, then I would say don't do it with these 2 cards. For others, I feel like this could be justice in a legal situation. So, and I definitely feel that for you. I've gotten legal stuff for you quite a few times in the past. So if you're dealing with something legal, I feel like there could be justice. For some of you, as I've said in the past as well, I do feel like some of you have been might be like on the losing side of whatever this legal situation is, but this would tell me that there is going to be justice and things are going to work out well for you in general. So even if you're on the losing side of something, I feel like things are going to work out way better than you realize, and there will be justice. But overall, I don't think things will be as bad as you think if you are involved in something legal, or it's like maybe you're dealing with like tickets or something like that in the court system. I feel like things will work out a lot better than you realize. I also feel you're very self-sufficient right now, so you're probably just very capable of taking care of yourself. And finally, you do have the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. I do feel like some of you need to let go of your fears about money. I feel like your fears about money are what's holding you back from money in the first place, and this could be some of that deep like shadow work that you're doing in the first place here, Virgo, is you could be like kind of looking at your thoughts and feelings about money and trying to change that so that you can have more of it in your life. For others, the Seven of Swords is definitely saying have a plan with your money so you don't end up in this situation. So this is very simple. Seven of Swords just says don't spend your money like crazy, right? Seven of Swords says avoid the typical common traps that everybody falls into where they lose all their money. So, it just says follow the rules with your money and you will be fine. If you don't follow the rules, then you'll probably step into a trap. So be careful of your spending, I would just say, for the next couple of days. This is nothing to worry about. It's not like saying, don't buy food or something like that, but it's saying, do you need another pair of shoes today, or could you wait like a week until your next paycheck? Or could you, instead of buying a pair of shoes, could you, put a little bit of your money aside and save up for the shoes instead? It's just saying, be smart with your money so that you don't lose it all with this Five of Pentacles here as well. Yeah, overall happiness though, Virgo. So I feel like you're moving towards happiness, and I feel like you're moving towards good things with this Six of Cups here. So I feel like you're on the right path. I feel like you always get sixes as well now. So that's definitely a good sign. I feel like you're kind of moving more towards what you're supposed to be doing. So thank you, Virgo. All right, Libra. What do we have for you, Libra? Libra, you have the Star card here and the Five of Wands. I do feel like some of you feel held back or feel like there's too much competition to get to your wish, or you're having a hard time getting to something that you wish for here with this Five of Wands. Five of Wands says, to get the things you want, it's going to be difficult. Remember, everybody, I call the Five of Wands Indiana Jones. To me, it represents going through some crazy adventure through some temple with like snake pits and spikes shooting out of the walls and everything like that. So it does represent an adventure, needing to go through competition to get something you want right here, just like Indiana Jones. So I feel like some of you need to realize that, like your goals, maybe it's not going to be easy to get there, but you will get there, and you'll look like a badass like Indiana Jones when you get through to the end. So there you go. That's all I'm getting there. All right. Thank you, Libra. Next, you have the World and the Six of Wands. What do you know? Reaching your goals, reaching your destination. It wouldn't be a Libra reading without the Six of Wands or the Nine of Wands. So I feel like a lot of you could be getting a lot of attention, or you need to get attention with the Six of Wands. Like I said, this is your like yearly message, obviously, Libra, where you have to get tons of attention. So I feel like if there's something you want, you got to get more attention. If it's business, if it's a job, whatever, as much attention as you possibly can get, the better, is what I'd say with these cards. For others, like I said, just reaching your goals. Six of Wands is a goal card. It is a card of reaching a goal or having success or getting some sort of recognition. The world, being recognized across the world. Some of you could be like on YouTube. Five of Wands, this is a card of social media. You have the Star, literally, being in the limelight, being a star. So some of you could be becoming famous. I don't know. Some of you could be getting a lot of attention. Libra, I didn't even realize you have the Nine of Wands. Of course you do. So there you go, Libra. Every single night, and in your weekly readings as well, you get the Nine of Clubs in the playing cards. So crazy. But I feel like you need to get as much attention as you possibly can. And I also feel like some of you could be like putting things out into the world here. For others, this could just be things coming full circle. This to me would represent the completion of goals, like I said, or things that you want in your life, because it's like saying you finally have all the pieces together and you're finally reaching a goal. And finally, you have the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So again, very attractive at this time, Libra. So I'd say get out there. If you're looking for love, date, get that attention with the Nine of Wands here. For others, I feel like this is you being very bold, very assertive, really going after what you want. Nine of Wands, perseverance, but I'm also getting persistence as well. Again, really the Seven of Wands is my card of persistence, but I do kind of get a very persistent go-getter type attitude off of these cards for you, Libra, and I feel like this is what you need, the energy you need to embrace to get whatever it is that you want. It doesn't matter. I feel like the more persistent, more go-getter energy you could have, the better. It's funny because like even when I first started doing these readings, the daily readings for you, Libra, I was always saying if you want a raise or a promotion, they are probably going to say no the first time you ask. That's why I always say to Libra, don't stop asking. It's like, because this is clearly a dominant energy for you. So I feel like a lot of you, yeah, you could be getting a lot of no's. That's what this says. Like I said right here, it's like conflict to get what you want, the star. So I feel like what you need to realize that you have to be persistent. I feel like you have to keep asking for things that you want, especially in work and business. I feel like you can't take no for an answer because that's what these cards say. I feel like you have to keep asking for things that you want, and eventually you will get it, no doubt about it. But it's like the universe is testing you or something. But this doesn't feel like a big test. It's not like, I don't think this is something crazy. I think it's about communication. I feel like it's about standing up for what you believe in and standing up for what you want. And I feel like that's what you're doing, Libra. So, Libra, I love this reading. This is very good for you. Probably one of the better ones you've had in a while. Your readings have always been positive, but that's definitely very good. So, thank you, Libra. I love it. And Scorpio. What do we have for you, Scorpio people? Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Swords. I feel like someone could be coming in to provide you with closure or clarity in a relationship. I would say it probably adds to more confusion. I would be careful of it. This has come up for you almost every single night, Scorpio. So I would be careful of somebody coming in and providing closure or clarity. Again, sometimes closure can make us feel worse. Or, it could be, this is like just moving on from a relationship, and it's like just as you move on, it's like they pop back into your life, and they kind of like drag you back in. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. So again, if you have an ex or something like that, I'd be very cautious of what you tell them, or how much you talk to an ex, especially if you want to move on or if you are moving on from that situation. For others, this is more laser-like focus. This is distraction, not being sure what to do. Ace of Swords is like a laser, is being very, very focused on what you need to be working on in your life. So I feel like this is just saying that a lot of you are very, very focused on what you need to be working on in your life, plain and simple. So I like that, of course. Next, you have the Page of Wands and the Empress. Yeah, I feel like you're very attractive at this time as well. I feel like everybody's pretty attractive right now, so all of you get out there if you're looking for love, but definitely you, Scorpio. So I would get out there. Page of Wands is, I feel like saying setting free for some reason. So I feel like either you're setting yourself free, you could be setting somebody free in your life, or you are just feeling free in general. But I feel like you're just more free-spirited, more go with the flow almost with these two cards. I like that a lot. For others, this is definitely an increase in abundance, but this is saying you are doing what you truly want to be doing, and that is probably what's going to make you more money. And I feel like this has to do with passions. Trust me, everybody always says in my comments, they're like, you always talk about working on a passion. I'm like, yeah, that's probably how we're going to make money. Trust me, before this, by the way, everybody, just so everybody knows, before this, I was not all for working on a passion, because to me, sometimes if you have a passion and you turn it into a job, it's like then you start hating your passion, right? But everything has changed. So the way I see this chart, it's like probably our best bet in making money is by doing something with a passion. Like I keep saying, I don't know when it's going to happen, but I feel like it's just going to get harder and harder and harder to get a job. So the sooner you can find a way to make money off of something you're passionate about, probably the better. And this goes for everybody, not just you, Scorpio, but I feel like a lot of you could be very focused on a passion, or you could be building a job or a business around a passion with these cards. You could also probably create your own business, or not your own business, but your own position in a job as well. I feel like you and Capricorn probably have the best opportunity to like go to your boss. I feel like you are just the two signs that have the best opportunity to do this. Pretty much anybody can, but I feel like you have a really good opportunity to go to your boss and be like, hey, you know what, I'm really good at doing this one thing. Why don't we create a position where I do this one thing? Literally. So you could literally be selling your own position to a boss, and that could be something that leads to a lot of success and more money and also more happiness in your work. It's like if you're doing all this extra stuff that doesn't make sense, then it's probably going to go away. Nobody's going to want to do it. It's like, it's funny because Scorpio, the other day I was reading this thing, about police officers, all these police officers quitting because of just like they just keep adding more and more paperwork onto police officers, for example. And it's like, this is Saturn in Capricorn. Saturn in Capricorn is like, why do people have to do all this paperwork in the first place? Or maybe you have a job where there's like, they're always putting on meetings. It's like, do meetings ever do anything other than put people to sleep? No. It's like, we all need to start being honest about like what makes sense, what doesn't, what works, what doesn't. It's like, so if you're doing things that are just like this repeat of just nothing, then it's probably going to go away in the business or in the job. I totally went off on a rant there. I lost my train of thought. But anyway, that's what I'm saying here. More free spirit energy, or more working on something that you're passionate about. And again, this could come up, and it doesn't have to be a passion. That's where I was going with that. What this could be saying is that you could just be kind of getting rid of the dead weight in work or business, basically meetings or things that are pointless in work. You could be focusing on things that are actually important with that Page of Wands. That's where I was going with that. Finally, you have the Nine of Swords and the Devil. For some of you, I feel like you need to get rid of toxic behaviors. There could be fears attached to toxic behaviors, or there could be fears around letting go of something that's toxic with the Devil. Devils, I always go back and forth on the Devil. To me, it's like a good card, bad card. To me, it's not a bad card necessarily, but it can be one of those things where like we could be in a relationship that is toxic, but because there's a certain level of attraction, or because there's a certain level of comfort with that person, it's like we don't leave, right? So I feel like some of you could be facing those things in your life, where you could be with somebody where maybe it's a great person, maybe they're a great person, but maybe overall the relationship is more toxic than it is positive. So a lot of you could be having fears about leaving it, but I feel like you could be. For others, you could be just having fears about something becoming toxic, so I'd be careful of that. I would also say that the Nine of Swords could say that toxic behavior is holding you back in general. It could be anything. It could be video games, playing video games too much during the day when you should be focusing on your business. It could be anything. What I would say is that this does not say stop, basically. What it says is it's okay to play video games, but like, what's a win for you, Scorpio? Is it playing for an hour but getting a certain amount of work done? So this doesn't say, cut things out completely. It just says what's in a reasonable amount for you, and how can you reach that goal? So I feel like some of you could be focusing on that as well. Scorpio, crazy reading, but thank you, Scorpio. Really appreciate it. Sagittarius, what was I thinking, Sagittarius? I almost didn't switch the deck. So Sagittarius, what do we have for you here? And Sagittarius, what is going on for you? Sagittarius, here we go. And Sag. Sagittarius, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Swords here. So I feel for some of you there could be a turnaround in a legal matter. So this could be rather positive. For others, yeah, it feels like a victory to me, which is kind of weird. I don't really look at either of these cards as a victory necessarily. The Wheel of Fortune can be a win, or kind of winning something, or being very lucky, but I wouldn't necessarily call it like some sort of major victory in your life. It's still a good card. For others, I feel like this could be I feel like you are hearing things come back to you. So it's like, this could be like people talking behind your back and all this other stuff. I don't think you care. Right here, King of Swords. For others, this could be, again, King of Swords is my card of justice at work, very specifically. So to me, it can represent... to me, it can say that people at work are talking behind your back, or it is my card of sexual harassment as well. So if you're dealing with any of those problems, or have dealt with those types of problems at work, this could be justice with those types of problems, basically, in your life. So that's what I'd say with these two cards here. Could also be a move, by the way. So this could be a move for a new boss. A little bit confusing, but I can just say you're moving for work. Next, you have the Three of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Again, Three of Wands could be moving. I'm definitely getting like moving for work vibes. Some of you might not be moving for work. You might be just having to travel farther away for work as well. The King of Swords is kind of a tricky card for me as well, because sometimes I feel with the King of Swords, it's saying if you're having a hard time getting a job, sometimes it can say you need to look farther away. So that doesn't necessarily mean you have to move, but it does mean that there could be something that's just a little bit farther away than what you're used to. So you're having to look like a little bit farther away for a job. And this can represent that as well. On the Nine of Wands, I feel like some of you need to be very much more kind of perseverant. I feel like you are getting infused with energy here, is what I feel with these two cards. Even the Three of Wands is a card of finally taking the lead. So I feel like some of you are finally taking the lead on something that you want in your life with these two cards. So I definitely like that. I also feel some of you are kind of focusing more on growth or things that are going to allow you to grow. So you're probably not going to be accepting jobs anymore that don't allow growth, or you're probably not accepting jobs where there is no growth potential. I feel like you want to see that there's going to be some sort of growth potential in the future here with these two cards. So I really like to see that as well. What was I going to say? I think that's it. I think that's all I'm getting here, Sagittarius. And finally, you have the Page of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. I feel like some of you could feel left out in the cold from a relationship. Page of Pentacles says focus on the new. Again, Page of Pentacles is my brand spanking new relationship card. It is my brand spanking new person card. So it's probably someone new in your life, probably someone you've never met before as well here, Sagittarius. So definitely a new person. I'm definitely picking up that some of you could be meeting this person because of a new job as well. I think I read like a while ago that like 76% of all people have met their spouse at work. So it wouldn't really surprise me, of course. But I feel like some of you could be meeting someone through a new job or through new work, and that would be nice. For others, I feel like this is saying there are new opportunities for you, but you're not looking at them. I've been saying this to you for months, Sagittarius. I feel like you, out of all the other signs, have a really good opportunity to find a new job, even if you don't need one. So I feel like this is saying, yes, the grass is greener on the other side, but I feel like you have to put the work in to do it. It's like this isn't going to be something that just magically shows up on your doorstep. I feel like you need to actively be looking for something, a new job, if you want it. But the problem is maybe you don't want it, or maybe you're not looking. So because maybe your job is fine. But I do feel like there is something that could be better for you. So I definitely would start looking. And so that's what I get there. I want to clarify this. I want to clarify this right here. So Sagittarius, I was kind of feeling weird about this here, the Three of Wands and the Nine of Wands. I'm clarifying it with the Emperor here, which doesn't really help at all. Is what I would say to you. Other than it is talking about a plan. So if you if you're moving with that Three of Wands, it would say have a plan for the move. But this is a very strong leadership energy. And again, the Three of Wands is the card of leadership. It is a card of like taking the lead in some area of your life. So I do feel like some of you could be becoming a leader here, or you could be stepping up into leadership positions in work. The Nine of Wands again is a card of attention, but it would represent more attention being placed on you. But it could also be more responsibilities as well. It's a step before Ten of Wands. It's a step before taking on extra burdens. So I feel like some of you could be about to step up into a position at work. Maybe you're not becoming a manager or a leader, but maybe you are getting an upper kind of raised position that requires more responsibility, or that will require you to be more of a leader. And if you're not, I feel like that's what you need to be looking for. So there you go, Sagittarius. That looks really good, actually. So thank you, Sag. All right, Capricorn, what do we have for you, Capricorn people? Capricorn, all right. Capricorn, you have the Two of Pentacles here and the Chariot. Yeah, pick the new path here and get moving here, Capricorn. If you're starting something new, take off like a rocket. I feel like you need to build up as much momentum as you possibly can right off the bat here. So this could be like you getting a new job. This says hit the ground running. Like really do a really good job right away, as fast as you possibly can. I don't know, I feel like there's something about momentum here for you, Capricorn. I feel like this came up in your weekly reading as well. So it might have. And if it did, then I would definitely say do it. For others, this could be you just needing to have more fun. So I feel like a lot of you, it's like maybe you're feeling too busy, or you're feeling like you can't have fun, but I feel like it's really important that you take the time to have fun, or that you take the time to like step away from work, or working all the time and all that other stuff. So I feel like that's what you need to do with these two cards. Next you have the Ten of Pentacles here and the Three of Swords. So I feel like you need to move away from heartbreak, of course. Ten of Pentacles, this would say that your situation is getting better, Capricorn. So it's almost like fortune after difficulty. Not quite, but it's like you're almost there. So I feel like some of you are almost at the finish line from difficulties and challenges. And like I said, I feel like you're almost there, but not quite there with these two cards. For others, the Three of Swords would say watch your health. Ten of Pentacles is kind of like a card that says listen to your body as well. So, this could have to do with your diet or exercise, anything like that. And Ten of Pentacles is just kind of saying, Listen to what your body wants, and you will be healthy health-wise. Again, I'm not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice, but it's definitely popping into my head. For others, this could be a new job. Three of Swords is just separation, so you could just be separating away from one job. Ten of Pentacles, getting a new job, but it does look like it will be providing a lot more money or a lot more income or something more stable in your life in general, so that's nice. And finally, you have the Five of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Could be love coming in for you. This could be a fire sign coming in for some of you. I think you've had fire in the past as well. Five of Pentacles could say that you're feeling left out in the cold. I feel like these are two separate situations here, Capricorn. I feel like the Five of Pentacles is saying you have been alone if you haven't had love. And the King of Wands, I feel like it's someone new coming in for you. Or it could be somebody you know already as well, I'm getting. But it could be a fire sign coming in for you. I do feel like for some of you, this is someone with children. Or, I feel like it's someone with children for some of you, not all of you. For others, I feel like it's someone who has something that's like a baby. Like I always say with the King of Wands. To me, it represents something or someone who has something that they treat like a baby. It could be a pet, it could be a business, it could be anything. But I feel like you have somebody who has like another focus. But I feel like this is good. I feel like it allows you to be independent. It feels like kind of allows them to be independent. And I feel like it's just kind of like a good match if this is love coming in for you. For others, like I said, King of Wands, I feel like you're more focused on growing your finances. You've probably felt like this for too long. Five of Pentacles, left out in the cold, or you've been feeling a sense of poverty. You could still have plenty of money, but Five of Pentacles can say, you'll have plenty of money, but you still feel a sense of like not being quite comfortable enough. Right here, Ten of Pentacles. It's like this is what you truly want, and maybe you're not there yet. But the King of Wands, again, really good card because it says you are taking action to create that Ten of Pentacles in your life. So Capricorn, I really like that. I think that's a really good reading. So, but mostly about money is what I'd say to you. So thank you, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius, what do we have for you, Aquarius people? And Aquarius, here we go. Aqua. Aquarius, you have the Four of Pentacles here and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like some of you are walking away from something. Four of Pentacles is something that you've held on to for a long period of time. So you could be holding on to something. It could be a relationship. It could be a business. It could be a job. It could be anything. And this would tell me that you're walking away from it. The Seven of Pentacles, you're like saying, you know what? I'm going to take my lessons from the situation and I'm moving on to something else. Seven of Pentacles, I always say, it's a guy with the pentacle under his arm, but he's deciding to turn around. Like he's turned around. The Six of Pentacles are behind him. So the pentacle that he's carrying is like his knowledge, the things that he learned from the situation. But I feel like you're finally moving away from something that maybe at one point provided a sense of security for you, but now it doesn't. I feel like that's the realization you're having here with these two cards, Aquarius. For others, could just be a new job, plain and simple. So there you go. Next, you have the Hangman and the Sun. I feel like there's a lot of happiness coming in for you here, Aquarius. It could be through a Pisces. You've had a water sign showing up in your reading. So I'd say if you're dating a Pisces, it could work for some of you for sure. What I would say here is that for some of you, it could be like, what am I trying to spit out here? Yeah, can Pisces and Aquarius work? Yes, definitely, depending on what's in the chart. So, again, don't worry too much about the sun sign thing going on here. For others, I feel like this is saying that you have been delaying your own happiness. But I feel like that's what it's saying. I feel like it's saying you need to make yourself happy here, Aquarius. So I would do not make sacrifices for other people, and also I feel like you need to make yourself happy first. If you're having a hard time finding love, for example, but you're not 100% happy with yourself, or you can't make yourself happy, I feel like that's like the first step that needs to happen here before love can come into your life. It's like nobody can make you happy. What happens if that person gets hit by a train? I hate to say it, but what happens, right? You get married, you have somebody, but they get hit by a train, and you can't make yourself happy, and that person disappears. Happens every single day, right? So I don't want to sound like a morbid son of a bitch here, Aquarius, but bad things happen every day, right? So this is why we need to make ourselves happy first before we find love, and I definitely feel a lot of you need to do that. I do feel like some of you need to realize that like other people, it's like you can't give other people that type of control either. Like I feel like you need to control things yourself, like I said, because again, if you're giving it away too much to other people, it's like then all these other people control your life. I don't know, crazy message, but there you go. Overall, very positive. Sun, very good card. And finally, you have the Six of Swords, and you have the Seven of Cups. So I feel like you are moving on to calmer shores here. Obviously, tons of moving on energy here for you. Do you have two sixes? No. Okay. I thought you had two sixes, but that's all right. Six of Swords, moving on to calmer shores. I love it. The Seven of Cups does say, like, focus on what you really want. Six of Swords is kind of like saying you are moving on, but Seven of Cups is saying make sure you're moving on to something that you really want here. Yeah, I don't know. I almost feel a pause energy for you here. You have the Hangman here in your reading as well, Aquarius. It might be a good time for you to take some time for yourself. It might be a good time for you to decide, like, what do I really want? Not everybody else. What do you want, Aquarius? I feel like that's what you need to do with this Four of Swords here. I feel like you need to decide the things that you truly want in your life here. Yeah, definitely. I feel like a lot of you are moving on, though. I actually feel really good about this Ten of Swords for you. Ten of Swords is normally a rock bottom card. What I feel for you is, could there be some sadness for you, Aquarius? Yes, I feel like the sadness could be around, again, leaving behind whatever has provided you with this for so long. And, again, it could be like relationships in general. It could be a business, a job, pretty much anything. So I feel like there could be some sadness, but overall, I feel like you're healing and, kind of becoming more whole yourself with that Sun card, not like allowing other people to control your life. What is going on tonight? Crazy messages, but I don't know. Messages, I don't know why I say that, because messages are always crazy here, but there you go, Aquarius. Thank you, Aquarius. Pisces, thank you for your patience as always. Really appreciate it. Let's see what is going on for you, Pisces people. Pisces, you show up, High Priestess and the Hermit. I feel like some of you need to take action on something that you've been delaying for a very long time. I'm sure, Pisces, typical. Yep, you have the Fool here, you have the Tower here. You've been getting the Tower like every single night, Pisces. I'm probably going to clarify that again, because I got to know what that's about. But you have the High Priestess here, no action, needing to trust your intuition, needing to take action on something you're doing. The Hermit, I don't feel too bad about this, Pisces. The Hermit tells me that you probably went inside and you gathered a bunch of internal information, as a Pisces does, before you decide to take action on something. You do have the Fool here in the Eight of Pentacles, which does say you are probably taking action on not just one thing, probably a bunch of things that you need to take action on here, Pisces. So, but part of me feels with this Tower energy and with these two cards here that some of you have been pushed towards taking action, which is very Piscean of you, Pisces. So that would make sense. But some of you have maybe been pushed to a certain point. I feel like that. I mean, that is Pisces, really, when you think about it. Pisces is being pushed to the edge all the time. Or Pisces, Pisces people will take a certain amount of abuse before they actually take action on something, right? So I feel like that's kind of the weird feeling I'm getting here. Next, you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Fool. Love it. Material success on the horizon. The Fool says I feel like it is saying you are finally taking action on something that you want in your life, or probably multiple things. It's probably not just one thing. This would represent a new journey to me here, so I feel like this is saying there is new action coming in for you, or there's new things for you to take action on. Eight of Pentacles is you just putting in the work. I'm just getting very straightforward work energy here on the Eight of Pentacles. It's not really saying anything else, so I feel like a lot of you are just taking action on things in your life. And finally, you have the Judgment and the Tower. This would be pretty positive here, Pisces. This could say after Tower moments with an S there, Pisces, a hard S on the end of that moments word, that you are going through a rebirth. This could also be you realizing how the many Tower moments that you've been through, Pisces, are leading to or have led to your true purpose or your true calling. So I feel like a lot of you could be realizing that. For some of you, I do feel like you're almost surrendering. I wasn't so sure what that abuse message was talking about there, Pisces, because it's not abuse. I just feel like Pisces can take a lot of crap and then they'll finally change, right? But I feel like this is more, I don't know, I feel different about this. It's almost like you are surrendering to the Tower moments and you are almost embracing the darkness. That makes you badass, Pisces, I'll tell you what. Because it's like if you can, kind of handle crazy things that happen in your life, it's that other people can't handle, that makes you more successful than everything. People always ask me, how do I get rich? And I'm not rich, so I'm the wrong person to ask at this time, but I'm working on it, Pisces. But what I do say is that rich people do what other people don't. It's just that simple. And that's kind of the energy I'm getting here, Pisces. I feel like you're just more willing to do the things that other people won't do. And guess what, Pisces? That's going to make you very successful. Oh, sure as shit, Pisces. What did I say? That is going to make you more successful than other people. Ten of Cups, Fortune after difficulty, the Magician, you are able to get whatever you want by focusing on what you want. You are a manifestation master. You've been getting this card every single night as well. So I feel like a lot of you are just better at kind of manifesting the things you want in your life. I feel like you can have whatever you want, Pisces. Ten of Cups. Again, Ten of Cups is total fulfillment in your life. This is love. It's business. It's whatever you want, Pisces. The Magician says you have all the tools, talents, gifts, skills, and abilities at your disposal. You just have to use them. This is turning your vision into a reality. And again, Pisces, I've been saying this all year. If there was, out of all the signs, you are the one that can literally turn anything into reality. So I feel like a lot of you need to realize that, and I feel like you need to start doing it. This feels more like inspiration to me here, Pisces, because of this card here. This right here, the Judgment card and the Tower. Judgment, lightning bolt to the top of your head, and the Judgment card, again, feeling a calling right here. And this is turning a vision into reality. So I feel like some of you could be, but what I was going to say here is this is inspired action. So I feel like you are being inspired to start something new. This is a major message, Pisces. Really good. So I love it. There you go, Pisces. Thank you, Pisces. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it, as always. We are going to do a pick a card now. So we are going to do cards 1, 2, and 3, as always. So 1, 2, and 3, people. 1, 2, and 3. Here we go. All right. And 1, 2, and 3. Let me shuffle this a couple more times. This deck, let me tell you, it is like a swamp in here in the Pacific Northwest. So my cards are not cooperating. They're very sticky and like stuck together. So I need to get a good shuffle going on here. All right, one more shuffle. There we go. Karen Waz, what is up? I don't think I've said hi to you in the longest time. Hello. One more shuffle. I lied. So there we go. That feels better. All right, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, love it. If you pick card number 1, you have the 4 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. I feel like some of you could be moving towards marriage here. This almost, what I will tell you is this is another night where I feel like this whole thing could be taken as one message. So if you want to pick all 3 cards tonight, feel free. This kind of feels like one message to me, but I will split it up as well. So I feel like some of you could be moving towards marriage here, or you could be moving towards someone that you are going to marry in the future. Really positive. I really like this a lot. I feel like some of you could be identifying things as well that you want in a partner with that 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands, it's like you're waiting for results. You're kind of like looking for somebody you can work on a team for. 4 of Wands, you finding it. So I feel like some of you, this could be talking about marriage. If you're in a relationship, again, same thing. I feel like this is you finding common ground with the other person. And just kind of speaking of relationship improvements to me in general, even if you're not looking for love, to me this is talking about relationship improvements for whatever reason. So I feel like some of you could be improving the relationships you're dealing with. As I've been saying all year, according to Chris's crappy astrology, all the energy in Capricorn makes us work on our relationships in general. So there you go. Next, 3 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. I feel like some of you need to focus on quality of the work that you're doing. Again, Capricorn energy as well. 3 of Pentacles to me is about quality, and the quality, the type of work that you do, or like how well you finish your work. The Knight of Swords is not quality necessarily. Knight of Swords can be a rushing energy. So I feel like in business and work, this is saying do not rush. Like, take your time on the things that you're doing. For others, again, more teamwork. Again, it could be you moving towards a relationship where someone is putting in, where you're both putting in the work, not just someone, both of you are putting in the work. The Knight of Swords could represent a move as well. So again, moving towards love here with these 2 cards. And if you pick card number 3, or if you're taking all 3 cards, you have the King of Cups here and the 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords could be a recovery. The King of Cups is the return of feelings. This could be very simple. It doesn't even have to do with love necessarily. It could just be that you're kind of having good feelings returning to your life here after a break, or maybe after having some bad feelings for a while. So I feel like this could just be a more caring, nurturing energy entering into your life. But it's you. It's you doing it to yourself here. So, and who did I say that tonight? To whoever that was, Capricorn or Aquarius, I don't remember, but I think it was Aquarius. So very much like Aquarius's message here. For others, I feel like this could be a water sign coming in for love, and it could be something that is very healing and good for you as well. And for others, I feel like this could be a move as well. Four of Swords could say you're moving after a long time. Kind of a weird message, but I feel like some of you could be moving or changing jobs after a long time with these two cards. But that's that. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here again. I really appreciate it. I am going to answer questions now. Let me just fix something real quick, and we will get started. Of course, Super Chats will get preference, but I will try to answer as many people as I possibly can. And let me just refresh this real quick so I can figure out where I was, because I have no clue who I was on. And all right, yeah, I answered Casey. All right, Trivia Luna, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, sorry, I'm a broken record. It's okay, you can be a broken record here, but it's about the specific house. Is that the best for me? Will my mom help? You have the Page of Wands and the Nine of Wands. I would say don't give up on this if you really want it. Yeah, the Fool. I would say yes. I feel like this is a very good option for you, is what I would say to you, Luna. So I would say yes there. And you say, and will my mom help? You have the Death card and the King of Swords. Probably, I would say yes for you here. So yeah, I would say yes. These cards don't really say yes, which is weird. But the Death card is a transformation, you moving, and the King of Swords could be help from an older person. So I would say yes to you. Yeah, I'd be careful of that house. If it's the same house, you know what I'm talking about here. This can represent hidden things here, Luna, and this comes up for you every single time. But yeah, I feel like you'll be fine. Overall, I feel like whatever the hidden things are, I feel like they're just things that need to be corrected before you move in. You know, let's put it that way. Ace of Wands, passion, new beginning. So I would say yes, for sure. Readings with Allie. Hello, by the way, and thank you for the super chat. For the week, you have the Three of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like this is saying just don't work yourself to death. I'm getting very much a devil energy here, not in a bad way, is what I'd say to you, Allie, but I feel like it's just saying, you know, make sure to take time for yourself, make sure to drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, like all the typical, you know, devil health type of energy here. I feel like that's what this is saying, but Eight of Pentacles, material success on the horizon. I feel like it's saying, yeah, look, your true purpose. You are working on your true purpose at this time. It's like, but this is saying whatever you're working on right now will have a major future impact in your life. It will lead to major financial changes, or, you know, maybe it's not like you're going to be a billionaire, but, you know, it could say maybe, but it could also say that, you know, you're going to be in a much more better financial situation in the future. So whatever it is that you're working on now. So love it. Tiana, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, any new changes coming in for me? Tiana, you have the Two of Cups and the Hangman. I feel like you're no longer accepting delays in love. So yeah, that's what I feel for you. I feel something about that. Something about delays in love or something. So I feel like you're no longer accepting delays in love. I feel like there could be new love coming in for you after a long wait. Yeah, could be a Pisces. You have the Hangman and you have the High Priestess. Whenever I have two Pisces cards, to me that says that it could be a Pisces that's coming in for you. It could be somebody with Pisces in their chart as well. April Sparks, unless you're a Pisces, by the way, Tiana. April Sparks, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. April, you say general reading. Thank you as always. Can't wait to win something. Thank you, April. I appreciate it. And you have the Hierophant and the Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you're coming out of a period of like coldness or feeling like you've been left out in the cold. And the Six of Swords is you moving on to calmer shores. So I feel like you're just moving on to bigger and better things with that Six of Swords. Yeah. Next, you have the Six of Cups. I love it. April, I love two sixes. It's my favorite when people get two sixes. To me, it says you're exactly on the right path. You're going exactly in the right direction. So I love that. Page of Cups could be love, could be a love offer coming in, could be a very childlike relationship. As I always say, you know, North Node in Cancer to me can bring in very childlike relationships, or can bring in very childlike situations for us, is what I'd say here with these two cards. This would also represent just happiness, so I feel like there's more happiness coming in for you, April. Tiana, you say I'm married. Well, those are very good cards for your current relationship, is what I'd say to you. And you know, and that could also represent a work offer or a job offer coming in for you. What I would say is with the Hangman and the High Priestess, this would represent needing to take action. So I feel like there needs to be more action taken on whatever it is that you're working on in your life, or if you have a job and things aren't moving forward in your job, this would represent needing to take action on a job, or needing to take action to get a new job or something like that. So I do feel like that, since you have love, I feel like this would say that you need to take action on some sort of new job offer or something. Could be a job offer coming in, or like a work offer or something like that. Realm of Roses, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. He wants me to move in. Dating for a short time. What do I do? You have the Ace of Swords here and the Five of Pentacles. You're not sure of it, is what I feel like this is saying. The Five of Pentacles here is what I'd say to you. And the Seven of Cups, what do you want, is what I would say to you. I feel like people need to really focus on doing what they want in relationships that's right for them. Again, part of the reason why we get into these messes with relationships is because we don't do what's right for us. And if it's not right for you, then it's not right for the relationship. The relationship isn't right, plain and simple. So I feel like you need to decide that. And again, does that mean you have to break up? No. But I feel like people need to have these conversations. Like, I feel like people need to be like, you know what? I don't want to be in a relationship where I move in with the other person. Maybe you want to be in a relationship where you are together but separate. I feel like that's going to become very popular in the future, where people are together but they live separately. They could live in the same town or wherever, but it's like about having your own space. And again, maybe that's not right for you, but I feel like you need to kind of like do what's right for you. I feel like that's what these cards are saying. And again, if it's not right for the if it's not right, then it's not a right relationship. So that's what I'd say here. I feel like there's no reason to be unhappy right now, especially in 2019, right? It's the current year, people. Crumsy, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Second half for August. You have the Strength card, Crumbs, and the King of Wands coming up in a very strong position. You, right here, coming up in a very strong position. So I feel like you are displaying strength, determination, patience, all sorts of good things here. I really like this. This is you standing in your strength, like you, and people recognizing it as well. So very, very positive. I feel like you can do whatever you want for the rest of the month, literally, and I feel like you will get it. Rose, hello. Rose, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say anything you'd like to share and take a drink. I will take a drink, Rose. Thank you. Rose, first off, I would like to thank you for posting in your group, by the way, and I liked your page, by the way, as well. So thank you for doing that. But Rose, you have the Hierophant and the Eight of Wands. So trust your intuition, number one, definitely. Hierophant is saying that there could be divine guidance type messages coming in for you with these two cards. To me, this would represent like connecting more to source. I'm not a big believer in necessarily, like I feel like we are all part of God, if you want to say that. So, I'm not a real big believer necessarily in like getting messages from God, if that makes sense, but again, I would say this is more connecting with your true self, your higher self. So I feel like you could be doing a lot of that type of work. I feel like if you are thinking about doing spiritual work, didn't you ask me that last night? I feel like that would be good spiritual work for you to do, is just connecting with your true self, your higher self, whatever you want to call it. And I feel like that type of work would be a very good idea for you, which is just more about trusting yourself basically and doing things that you want to do. So I feel like that's the type of work you should be doing. Jennifer, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. End of difficulties for me? Yes, is what I'm going to say to you. Look at this. This is crazy. Yes, I love when people get answers to their questions that actually answer their question in a good way. So the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, literally. Fortune after difficulty. Good things coming in for you. Nine of Cups. True fulfillment. Happiness. Wishes. Getting things you wish for. So yes, I feel like it is an end of difficulties for you. No doubt about it. Will things be perfect? No, but I feel like things are about to get a lot better for you. So no doubt about it. Mary, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Mary, if you have a question, please pop it in down below. I'll be happy to answer it. Christina Nava, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Should I leave my current job and find something new, or wait to leave in till I figure the business thing out? You have the Five of Wands. You are not sure what to do. Duh. And the Queen of Pentacles. New job. Plain and simple. Queen of Pentacles always says to me, pick the new path. It always says that. So to me, it's a card called the Crossroads. It literally says you are at a crossroads. And I've talked about this before, Christina. It's like before I started doing these readings, I had a business. I stopped doing the business, so I wasn't making any money, and I was kind of like in this weird funk where I wasn't making any money. I probably should have gotten a job at the time, but I was kind of making money as well, so that's what prevented me from getting a job. But you know what I wish, if I could go back in time, you know what I would have done is I would have just gotten a job. It would have probably made my life so much easier during that period of time, and then I would have worked on my business on the side, right? So, and it probably just would have made things so much easier during like that 2 years, because it was just a mess, right? So, but I would just say get a job is what I'd say to you. I feel like it would make it so much easier. King of Pentacles, you need the stability. I feel like it'll make the business easier. I feel like it'll make having the business easier. And again, this is more intuitive. It's not just my own personal experience, but that's what I'd say to you, Christina. Definitely. New job, no doubt about it. Tasha, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, should I buy a new car? I feel like it's up to you, Tasha, is what I'd say to you. I feel like if you need the new car, absolutely. Two of Pentacles is a choice. But the reason I like the Two of Pentacles for making a purchase is because it says, number one, do your research, weigh your options, right? But it also says you will have the money to be able to do it. So I would say it's up to you. I feel like this is just you right here. If I was being super, super picky about these two cards, Tasha, I would say that the Queen of Cups does say, like, are you doing this for a real reason? Are you doing this for the right reasons? Or are you doing it to feel good? But again, that's me being super picky. So I don't think there's any reason to be that picky either. But I'm just saying, it's like, do you really need the car or not? If you really need it, then yeah, absolutely, get it. But if you don't, then don't. And that's what I'd say there. But again, ultimately, I would say, yes, get the car. Angela, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it, Angela. You say, may I have a card for the month? Angela, you have the Sun, the best card in the deck. Angela, I swear you've had this card with me, or you always get really good cards with me. Knight of Pentacles, very straightforward energy here. I love this. This is very positive for you. This says that it'll probably be a very happy, positive, straightforward month where you're working. So I feel like you'll probably mostly be focused on work. Look at this, Angela. Good news coming in for you this month as well. 6 of Wands. 7 of Wands as well. It's like you're doubling down on things. It's probably because you're feeling better, or you will be feeling better as we move through the month. And the 7 of Wands says because you're feeling better, it's going to make you want to like work harder, or kind of commit to things that you want in your life. So this is I would say that this reading is encouraging, not because I'm encouraging you, but because I feel like you are feeling encouraged. And that's what I'd say to you. It looks really good, Angela. Kathy, hello. Kathy, thank you for the super chat. You say, Chris, you always say that Pisces can manifest things. What does that mean? What it means is that I think we can literally think about anything we want and we can attract it into our lives. I'm a big fan of the law of attraction, but I'm also not, because a lot of people make it seem like the law of attraction is like you just think about something on your couch back here and it just magically appears. So, I always say attraction with action. So I feel like, the law of attraction says that we can manifest things that we think about. Once we start thinking about it, we start getting the thoughts that lead us to however we can get that thing that we're thinking about. But we got to start taking action, because the action is what leads to more thoughts that lead to the right things, getting to the right place. Did that make any sense at all? I don't even know what I just said. But so I think we have to, again, think about what we want, and then we have to start taking action towards it. And we also have to believe. The problem that I have is, like, people do not, start thinking about something and then take action. That's the first problem. But second, it's like somebody might think, oh, I want to start a business, and so then they start working on the business, but then they start thinking about all the what ifs, like, oh, this isn't going to work because, or when things don't work out, they stop, they just stop doing the business in the first place. It's like, no, that's not how the law of attraction works. It's like we got to start working on the business that we want to create, and then what we need to do is we need to realize that to get to that end goal, it's probably going to look totally different than what we're thinking about. So we just have to trust. Like, if something doesn't work out, it's like the universe saying, no, you're still going to get there, but you're going to get there in a different way. So I don't know, I just rambled for like 20 minutes, so I apologize, everybody, but there you go. And you say, and a card for me, Kathy. Kathy, you have the World card here and the 2 of Wands. So I feel like you are moving towards goals. I feel like you are moving towards successful things with these 2 cards here, and completion of goals as well. I also feel like you're taking the lead in your life as well, Kathy. So amazing. I love it, is what I'd say to you. Yeah, you're walking away from things that no longer serve you, Kathy. Really good energy for you, but thank you. Rose, thank you again for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, for a Virgo friend, what should she do about her job? Stay or go? She's trying to make a choice, 2 of Swords here. Or will her son-in-law to be ever grow up. Doubt it. But for the job, Page of Pentacles, new job, definitely. I feel like she should move towards a new job, no doubt about it. You know, I keep telling people this year, it's like if you're thinking about doing something, you should probably do it, whatever it is. So it's like if you're thinking about leaving your job, you probably should. But, you know what I would say is get a job first. But you probably should. Same thing in relationships as well. Will her son-in-law ever grow up? Probably not, is what I'd say here. So, no. So I think she probably will just have to accept him as he is. No doubt about it. JC, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, finance car. Was it too soon? Good choice. You have the Four of Cups. Yeah, I feel like it's fine. Four of Cups is like apathy. It's neither good nor bad, right? So kind of middle of the road. Eight of Swords is just like... feeling bound to something. I would say be careful of your feelings about it is what I would say to you. So don't feel bad. Again, law of attraction. Make sure you are focusing on the positive side of things. But Queen of Swords, this will make you more independent, JC. So yeah, I feel like it was neither good nor bad. It just is, right? Is that a good answer? Probably not. Yeah, Ten of Wands, really, this is going to set you free, obviously, having a car. So I would say it's probably a positive thing. Juanita, thank you for the super chat. Card for my work-life situation. You have the King of Knight of Cups and the Temperance card. I feel like you need to be patient in work is what I'd say. Knight of Cups says, Knight of Cups is kind of like being able to have whatever you want. Knight of Cups is kind of like Pisces. Knight of Cups says he is like looking in that cup normally that he has. And it says that he has an imagination. And it says that... he can have whatever he is imagining in work or in business. And that's what this is saying for you, that you can have whatever you want in work or business, but you need to focus on it. Temperance is turning a negative into a positive. I've talked about this a lot, Juanita, that I feel like a lot of people this year are probably not going to be liking their jobs. I keep encouraging people to stick it out until the end of the year, until Neptune goes direct, because I feel like we are probably lying to ourselves, or we are probably not seeing things clearly, and we need to focus on the positive here, work-wise, because again, things will probably change for the better come December, but we're not going to see it until then, you know? Yeah, definitely. You could feel like you're working too hard at work and stuff like that, but like I said, I feel like things are going to change by the end of the year for you. So there you go. Stunning, Casey. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. You are far too generous to me. You say here, say hi to Clint. Clint, hello from me, and hello from Casey as well, but I'm sure she already said hi to you. And you say, water break, collective for the pond. We are going to be doing another collective right now. Thank you to the stunning KC here for the support. But let's see what we have for you collective people. So for everybody here, we are going to do a collective right now. I am, of course, going to timestamp it as well. Another reading with two collectives, thanks to the stunning KC. So that's that. Elizabeth Gonzalez, I'm about, after I do this collective reading, you are next. So I'm about to ask you for your question in just a couple of minutes, but let's get this collective done first. So let's see, for the collective, for everybody here, you're all getting spoiled tonight with a collective. So that's what I'd say there. All right. So for everybody here, you have the Temperance card and the King of Swords. I feel like a lot of you could be waiting for justice, but this is from life in general, is what I would say to everybody here. So I feel like for everybody here, it's like you are getting justice from life. It's like anything that has been an injustice for you, I feel like you are all kind of getting things that you want with these two cards. So that's what I feel here with these two cards. I feel like this is also saying that you are all kind of creating your own justice as well. I feel like I kind of talked about this earlier tonight. I don't know, it's coming up a lot tonight, but I feel like a lot of people are, like, really, this is what it boils down to, people. Chiron and Aries, healing the masculine, but really it's about healing your own independence, whatever that means for you, your own independent life. I mean, I could go on probably for like 2 hours talking about it because it's a pretty big thing to talk about. I mean, there's just a lot to talk about, and I don't even know, like, a lot about astrology. I'm dying. I'm choking. So what I would say there is that basically, we are going to be deciding what independence means for us. And a lot of you could be focusing on that, and you're kind of like turning that around in your life, or you are putting energy into creating a life where you are able to take care of yourself, or where you feel that you are getting justice and all sorts of stuff there. Next, for the collective, we have the Five of Swords and the Emperor. Again, very independent energy as well, but also a very good energy for you here. Collective people. I almost just said Aries. So some of you could be dealing with an Aries with this Emperor card, is what I feel for a lot of you people. So you could be dealing with an Aries. It could be involving a separation as well with the Five of Swords, is what I would say. For others, I feel that this could be talking about, like, again, card of self-interest, right? Five of Swords, taking care of yourself. I feel like some of you are or maybe even putting that in your daily routines at this time as well. Again, this is going to be very important with Chiron and Aries. People are going to be taking more time for themselves, or it's like maybe you decide that you need a massage once a month. And sometimes I think, like, I think these are like, I don't want to get too deep here on this right now, because I'll talk about it for like the next 3 hours, but I think that a lot of people will be deciding things like, maybe they want to get a massage once a month because it's like important to them. And normally, I would say, like in the past, people would say, "Oh, it's like $100." I don't know how much is it to get a massage. I have no clue, but whatever. It's like $100 to get a massage or whatever. So I feel like people could be saying that, but I feel like now they're going to be saying, you know what? Yeah, a massage is like $100, but it also kind of increases my earnings in the future, or because I'm doing the self-care, it actually makes me more money in my business because I'm like more relaxed and like all this other stuff. So I feel like a lot of you, that was kind of like annoying, but I feel like some of you could be dealing with that, or having those thoughts. And finally, for the collective, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Devil. Definitely, I feel like some of you need to take time for yourself here with these two cards. I feel like some of you need to kind of make sure you're not working yourself to death and getting like sick and injured and like all that other stuff with these two cards here. And that's what I'd say with these two cards. I would also say that others you could be like, again, working on yourself. Somebody else had this combination tonight, and I was saying that some of you could be kind of deciding to put work into things that you look at as toxic, or you could be doing things that could be you could be looking at as that just like are not good things in your life, and you could be changing those things. So I don't know, a lot of self-work stuff there for the collective. But thank you to KC, again, the stunning KC, for that. I really appreciate it. Elizabeth Gonzalez, thank you again for the super chat. Elizabeth, please feel free to pop your question down below. I'll be happy to answer it. Kiara B, you say Neil equals HR. Please clarify previous card reading. What is he thinking? Judgment, communication, Page of Pentacles, work. So yeah, I feel like you could be getting justice in this situation. Is popping into my head. Justice, judgment, kind of the same here. And also judgment is like feeling like a rebirth type situation. But Page of Pentacles, an offer, I don't know why that's coming up as an offer. Could be making you an offer or thinking about making you an offer. Page of Pentacles, a new path opening up to you, so it's like you will have options here. So yeah, it looks pretty good, is what I'd say to you. Elizabeth Gonzalez, thank you again for the super chat. You say Capricorn is going to want a relationship with me. I'm a Leo. Yes, literally is what I'd say to you. Yeah, I would say open up more in this situation, but I would say yes to you with these two cards. So yes, no doubt about it. I love it. No doubt about it. Hold on one second. Let me just fix something here, people. So that's that. All right, cool. All right, for all midwives, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, which path to take, selfless or selfish? I would always say selfish. I feel like people need to be more selfish in their lives. Does that mean you can't take care of other people, help people, all this other stuff? No, absolutely not. But it says you are doing things for the right reasons. I always tell people, if you want to help people, that's fine, but don't do it and don't sacrifice yourself. I always bring up the cat lady example. I have nothing wrong with cat ladies, but it's like, are cat ladies really helping all the cats they save? No. I watched a documentary about cat ladies, and most of these cats were like suffering and having babies and like, you know, suffering in their lives and everything like that. So there has to be a middle ground, right? Where you're being selfless, but you're also taking care of yourself, and you're also taking care of the things that you have. Like, you're not really helping. Like, you know, like I said, I use cat ladies because it's like they're not to offend cat ladies, but to say that if they have like 900 cats, they're not really helping those cats, and they're sacrificing themselves, right? So not only are they possibly actually doing more harm than good, but they're also hurting themselves. So I feel like people need to kind of think about what selfishness really means, right? And I feel like people need to think about what helping really means as well. But by the way, again, I don't want to go on another rant here, but I feel like a lot of people are going, like, these are going to be major conversations that will be going on probably like on a global scale for a very long period of time. I answered Elizabeth's question just now. She had this King of Cups, and so yes, Elizabeth, and something else. I literally just answered it. So Elizabeth, go back like 2 seconds. I don't think I have anything in PayPal, just so everybody knows, but let me look here real quick, and yes, I do. Honey York, feel free to post your question down below, and I will be happy to answer it. So, no doubt about it. Alright. Liz A, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Liz A, you say, does my coworker have feelings for me but suppressing them? It's an interesting vibe and can't put my finger on it. Yes, is what I would say to you. Yes. Look at this. 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Yes, definitely. Who knows? Maybe she's just not comfortable at this time, or, you know, maybe just not ready, is kind of what I'm feeling here. But yes, 2 of Cups, perfect match. 10 of Cups, fortune after difficulty, dating, love, no joke. So I would say yes to you, for sure. Hairfin, this is divinely guided. I would just take your time here. I just wouldn't rush it. I would just allow it to kind of develop. Latoya, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, well, me and my best friend start back speaking. I would say no. I don't, Latoya. I would never say no, especially with friends. But this 10 of Swords, rock bottom, moving on. 8 of Cups, walking away. Yeah, the Fool. The Fool could represent a new beginning, but it's like somebody is going to need to take the leap of faith here to start talking to each other. So I would say you could try reaching out, but I feel like there was some sort of rock bottom moment here. Yeah, you have the Moon. I would face your fears, and I would kind of move towards it, is what I would say to you, and I would start trying to talk to her in some way. But I feel like it's gonna have to be with you, or I feel like it's gonna have to be you that does it with those cards, is what I would say to you. Did Honey York ever post her question? I'm not sure. But yeah, Honey York, please feel free to post your question down below. Alright, where was I? Amelia, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, will I make decent money with my garage sale? Yes, definitely. Chariot, victory. So I would say yes, definitely. No doubt about it with this card. Blue Star, thank you for the super chat, as always. Really appreciate it. You say, when will the block be lifted from communication between me and my ex? You have the Queen of Wands, the 5 of Wands, and the 3 of Swords. I would say I don't think it is, if I'm being honest with you here. Queen of Wands is needing to be bold and assertive. This says you're very attractive at this time. So it says you need to get out there and date, probably, right? And you have the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. Too much conflict, too much mental confusion here as well. 3 of Swords, heartbreak is what I'd say to you. Yeah, I feel like there's just no movement. Knight of Pentacles is my no movement card. I always tell people, it's like, people always come to me and they tell me about no contact. And they tell me how they're going to be having no contact with their ex. And I'm always like, okay, that's great. But number one, you're already playing a game right there by going no contact and doing things. So you're already doing something that's like a game with somebody. It's like, do you really want a relationship based off of a game? I'm not saying this is what you're doing, but I'm just saying. So I feel like there's no contact. It's like, it's a game. It's like, is this really what you want in love? No, probably not. So I feel like for you, really, I feel like it's time to move on with these cards or move on to someone else. The other thing is that I will say is, if you want an ex to come back, the best thing you can do is start dating and moving on to someone else, because it's like you're taking the energy away from that person and you're not giving them attention. If like right now you're always thinking about them, you're always thinking about, will they contact me? It's like you're giving them free attention. So they're not going to contact you because they're getting a bunch of attention. So it's like you have to create the space. You're not allowing there to be space, is what these cards are saying to me. So that's what I'd say to you. Readings with Allie. Thank you for the super chat. Readings with Allie. Will I be a millionaire? Probably is what I would say to you. I feel like you have good potential. Ace of Swords says set the intention, make the create the goal basically, and the Seven of Wands just says commit to this, and you will. Seven of Wands is definitely a very good card for wealth because it's a card of like building, kind of protecting something and building something up. So Nine of Cups, total fulfillment, and so I would say yes. I feel like you definitely have the opportunity to do so. So yes, if you want to. No doubt about it. Jen, by the way, feel free to put your question in down below. I'll be happy to answer it, by the way. Ray Del Sol, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Filled out a ton of applications. Any takers from this batch? Yes, definitely. Nine of Pentacles, new job, no doubt about it. And the Hermit as well. So I would say yes. This is you finding an answer or like kind of like opening up to something, basically having some sort of realization. But it could be a job. Yeah, King of Pentacles, definitely. So Ray Del Sol, yes, definitely. I love it. Cynthia, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. What did my dream about Geo mean? I feel like you're just thinking about him and watching him is what I would say to you. You have the Four of Wands. This does not mean you will get married, but it does mean that you will be kind of, it does mean like happiness or celebration. It could be something you want. Page of Swords could just be you kind of like focusing on on him in the first place, and it could just be that simple, Cynthia. That's why you had a dream about him. Honey York, thank you again for the super chat. Does Brian have the health problem I think he has, and why didn't he ask me out after he sent me a message he was going to? Very weird. I would say, I feel like yes to answer your first question. So I'd say yes. Again, I'm not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice, but I would say yes. And you say, why didn't he ask me out? Six of Pentacles. I feel like he's just a bits and pieces kind of guy, is what I'd say here. Six of Pentacles is not getting enough. I always say this. This is my least favorite relationship card because it says you're just getting just enough in a relationship. You're getting just enough from the person, right? And they're like withholding things. Could also say financially. Maybe he's having a hard time financially with this card here. Maybe he just doesn't have the money to do it right now. So that's what I'd say there. Jen Leary, thank you for the super chat. You say, how's he feeling? I would say apathetic with the Four of Cups here, the world. Yeah, Four of Cups is like having no feelings or kind of having no more feelings to give in a situation. It's a card of feeling unfulfilled. The world could represent completion, but I feel like a lack of fulfillment here is what I would say to you, Jen. Sapphire, Lindy, hello. Thank you for the super chat. For love, you have the Magician. I feel like you can have whatever you want, Lindy. I feel like you could be attracting people left and right, so make sure to use all your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities here, Lindy. And for money, Jupiter is what I'm going to say to you, Lindy. I feel like Jupiter moving forward is going to have a major effect for you here. So I feel like the fact that it's moving forward as of yesterday is going to change your finances with this Wheel of Fortune. I feel like it's going to lead to more money in your life as well. I really like this, Lindy. This is very good for you. So I feel like there's a turnaround in your finances coming in. Just noticing things getting better. Casey, thank you again for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, I think I'm crushing on a Cancer. Does he like me? I would say yes. He could be seeing someone, but, again, that doesn't mean anything, is what I'd say to you. That could end at any time in the future. But I would say yes. Three Cups, happiness. Four Swords is just saying wait, basically. So, yeah, I would say yes there, stunning Casey. Thank you again. Damalu, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, guess what? I pulled away from Nick. That is good, Damalu. You say, is he missing me, and will he come back to me, or should I just move on? So you didn't really move away from him, is what I'd say to you. And you have the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Cups. I feel like you need to, I feel like it's time to move on. Ten of Wands says release the burden. Seven of Cups says you need to focus on what you really want. Yeah, Knight of Wands, I feel like this is you moving towards someone new. I feel like you need to move towards someone new. Yeah, I feel like there are plenty of people who will give you attention, who will give you what you want here. Yeah, Two of Swords as well. I feel like it's time to pick someone new. Anytime I have a two, it tells me someone new. So I feel like it's time to truly move on, is what I'd say there. Jacqueline, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Are my braces coming off soon? Seems like forever. Yes. Ten of Pentacles, High Priestess. High Priestess waiting, but I would say yes to you for sure. Yeah, definitely. Two of Pentacles, more fun. So probably removing. I'm assuming braces are not very fun. So I would say yes. I feel like they are. Cynthia, thank you again for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, may I get some work cards? You have the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, Passionate New Beginning. This is you working on something that you actually want to do. So I feel like you are going to be doing something that you actually want to do work-wise here with these cards. Yeah, I feel like you need to be determined to get something that you're like more passionate about, that you actually want to do in your life. So that's what I feel like you're doing. For sure. Yeah, Two Wands is like something involving leadership, or you're taking the lead in work, Cynthia. That looks really good. Definitely, yeah, more abundance coming in for you, Cynthia. All these fire cards. I like it. Faya Angel, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. What's coming? I have an art exhibit and making cards. Six of Cups, happiness is coming in for you. And the King of Wands, growth. This says you are treating... you are treating this like a baby, basically. So I feel like you are treating this situation like a baby, and you are going to be like raising it like a baby as well. So this would definitely represent a lot of success. So I like it a lot. I feel like there's a lot of success coming in for you there. Looks amazing. Maisie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Maisie, you say here, is right now a good time to buy a car? Yes, definitely. Three of Pentacles says you will have the money. So, yes, is what I'd say to you. No doubt about it. Libra Faith, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Chris, some cards for me. You have the Page of Wands and the Knight of Swords. This could be you moving, number one, or traveling. It could also be like a job change. I'm getting all sorts of changes for you off of these two cards, so I feel like you're changing a bunch of different things. I also feel for you that this could be love charging into your life. Could be a fire sign, somebody who's very passionate about you. I feel like Libra has had fire coming up, so definitely could be a fire sign in love. Gail, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Would like a love card for the week, please. You have the Five of Pentacles in the Tower. Could be like worried or fears about the past is what I would say to you. So you could be having worries, fears, or sadness about something from the past here with this card. So that's what I feel here, feeling left out in the cold. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. I feel like you need to let go of the past is what I'd say to you. Four of Pentacles here. Knight of Cups. I feel like there's like a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you, but I feel like you need to focus on it. So I feel like there could be a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you there. Gabriella, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. What should I focus on this week, and what is going to happen with me in Navin? For the week, Gabriella, you have the Death card and the Ace of Pentacles. This is amazing. Could be like a new job or pretty much anything, really. The Death card is a transformation. The Ace of Pentacles is like a new journey or starting something new here. So I feel like you are going to be starting something new, basically. And it could be like a new job or new business, or you that could be your focus, is like stepping off on a new journey here. With Navin, you have the Queen of Cups here, Nine of Swords. Definitely get out of your head in this situation. I feel like it's almost like you have to remove your emotions from this situation, or it's like your emotions are too attached to this situation. But you have Six of Swords, so I feel like there will be improvements. I feel like you will be improving in this situation with the Six of Swords for sure. I like it. All right. Jermaine, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, will love come in for me soon? The Empress and the Ace of Cups. Jermaine, yes, definitely is what I would say to you. So I feel like there is love coming in for you. Someone very attractive, someone who's very attracted to you. Ace of Cups, a love offer. So yes, to you. Jen Leary, thank you for the super chat. Jen, if you could type in your question down below, I will be happy to answer it. You say here, love card. Jen, I feel like you need to open up to love. Yeah, I feel like you could be way more free in love than you realize. The Queen of Swords is like too closed off of an energy, so it says you need to open up to love, basically. And the Eight of Swords says you could be a lot more free than you realize. Yeah, the Sun. I feel like you just need to get out there, like put yourself online, do online dating, or get out there and socialize. Pretty much anything. But the Sun, happiness, love coming in for you. Best card in the deck. Yeah, I feel the next card, Jen, was the Justice card, which says you just have to start tipping the scales in your favor. You just have to start putting in the work to tip the scales in your favor, basically. So that is what I would say to you. Rebecca C, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Love, love, love. Seven of Swords, Five of Cups. You could be like having regrets about the past. I'd say let those regrets go. I almost feel like it's someone else having regrets about a past relationship, but the Lover says pick a new path. Yeah, I feel like there's new love coming in for you here. In the Hangman, I feel like you have to, basically start moving forward towards new love is what this is saying. Yeah, I feel like you're moving towards fulfillment as far as love is concerned. So I definitely feel like there is love coming in for you. All right, everybody, let me just grab a new deck here real quick, and let's see. All right, Katie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, does the person I've been seeing have genuine feelings, and does he want anything serious? 6 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the Chariot. I would say yes, let go of your fears. 6 of Swords, moving on to calmer shores. 7 of Swords, let go of your fears in this situation and all that other good stuff. But the Chariot says victory for you here. Yeah, I feel like you need to be patient with this person is what I'd say to you. So I'd be patient, but I would just start moving forward and kind of see how things go is what I'd say to you. Cynthia, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Is the JP Morgan with Crystal a good route for me? Queen of Cups, yes, is what I'd say to you. And the High Priestess, yeah, I feel like you need to take action on it. So I would say yes to you. 9 of Wands, yeah, definitely. This could be like a rebirth moment for you, Cynthia. So yes, no doubt about it. Andrea, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Anything new in love? I feel like you need to get out there and date. But the Fool, yeah, the Fool says you need to take a leap of faith in love, Andrea. I feel like you just need to decide to get out there and date. And that's what I would do if I were you with this 2 of Swords here as well. Yeah, Devil, let go of the past like everybody else. But I would say, yeah, definitely new love coming in for you. Yeah, Page of Cups could be an admirer. New love coming in for you. So, yes. Simran, thank you for the super chat. Can I quit my job? I would say yes. I feel like you have a choice, but I would say yes to you. You say new job when. Simran, I do not give time frames because to me the universe doesn't wear a watch, but I feel like there could be a new job coming in for you. Queen of Cups is just an offer. I feel like very quickly, so I don't think you'll be waiting. And you also say car when? Right away. I feel like you could get a car. I feel like you feel trapped right now, but Queen of Swords just says come up with a plan and you will get a car very quickly. Christina Nava, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will things go well tomorrow? Yeah, very balanced is what I would say to you. Very straightforward. Ace of Wands, really good. So a lot of abundance, a lot of success here with these cards. So yes, Ace of Wands, I'm just getting good news on that card as well. Stunning, Casey, thank you. You are too kind. Thank you again. You say paying it forward. 1 for Clint, 1 for someone else. Does Clint have a question? Let me know. And let me find somebody here. Alicia, I'm going to pay it forward to you. So, Alicia, you say here, will I get good exam results tomorrow? You do have the 5 of Cups, which is sadness, but the 10 of Wands. So, this would say that you will probably be fine. You will probably pass, but maybe you don't do as well as you are hoping, is what I'd say to you here. Yeah, I don't know. Very weird. It's like you have the Tower and the Sun. You know, the best card in the deck with what some people consider to be the worst card in the deck. I would make, don't question yourself. Don't worry about it. And, again, don't double get, what do they say there? Don't second guess yourself is what I meant to say on the test. But, yeah, a lot of happiness, a lot of success coming in for you there. Clint York, thank you again. And you say, is anyone interested in me? Page of Wands, fire sign. I feel like you're very attractive at this time, Clint. And the Magician, I feel like you're attracting all sorts of people right now, Clint. So I would say yes to you. But definitely get out there, use your powers of attraction, no doubt about it. The 4 of Cups, yeah, I feel like you need to think about exactly what you want. And then I feel like you will get it, Clint. All right. I think we're all caught up. I can't believe it. Finally. Am I right? So I will take a few questions here. I actually got to get going. I've been on for almost 2 hours. I can't believe it. Yanni, thank you for the super chat. You say card for the rest of the week. You have Judgment and the 4 of Pentacles. I feel like you are kind of moving forward in the right direction here. The Judgment card is saying like a rebirth, so I feel like there could be a rebirth moment for you. And the 4 of Pentacles, financial stability, probably just a very straightforward work week for you. 4 of Wands, success, happiness, celebration. I feel like this is saying you need to socialize, is what I would say to you there. So I would socialize this week. Ace of Cups, yeah, like I said, it just feels like general, like happy feelings is what I'd say to you. Samia, you say here, please Virgo and I'm not sure what you're asking, but you have the Moon. I feel like you need to get out of your head in this situation. I feel like there are too many fears. Raymond, am I on her mind as well? I would say Hermit. It's like she's being very closed off. I feel like you need to make an offer here if you can, is what I'd say to you. Sierra, card for accident court case. Queen of Pentacles, I would say if they make an offer, I would take it. Like if they have an offer for a settlement or something like that, I would take it. Morgan, should you stay in your current relationship? I would say no. If you're asking me the question, the answer is probably no, is what I would say to you here. But Knight of Wands says you're attracted at this time, so get out there. Jen Leary, tip scales with him how? Transformation, Seven of Cups, by doing exactly what you want. I kind of touched on this tonight. It's funny that this comes up for you as well. It's like in a relationship, if you want to tip the scales in your favor, it's like just focus on what you want. Stop doing things for the other person that don't make you happy. It's just that plain and simple. Guess what? That might mean that you end up leaving the relationship, or it might mean that it ends up ending. But that says that is because it's not right for you anymore. So I feel like more people need to think like that. Yeah, you do have the Five of Swords, which would be a separation if I'm being honest with you. There. Brandy, card for finances, Ten of Swords. I feel like this is how you feel right now, but you have the Eight of Wands. I feel like good things coming in for you financially. I feel like there will be financial changes, no doubt about it, for sure. Yeah, like I feel like you need to take action here for you. Brittany X, I apologize. I always skip you for some reason, but Brittany X, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Any kind of good news coming in? Yeah, justice in work is what I would say to you here. In the Knight of Pentacles, it's like straightforward work, and like this is more even work energy, Brittany. For you, could be like changing for a new job offer. Yeah, I feel like there's like a wish or something that you want coming in for you as well. With that card, Strength, I feel like you need to be determined to get what you want at this time, Brittany, and you will get it, no doubt about it. Rita, thank you again for the super chat. You say this is cheesy, but is a past Pisces thinking of me? Three of Wands, Six of Cups, yes. So, yes, is what I would say to you, Rita. Lovers, too. I don't know, Rita, I would go for this person. I think they are thinking about you. So, yes, is what I would say to you there. So, yes, no doubt about it. But, all right, everybody, I got to cut this off here. So, thank you, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. If I missed your question, I will be back tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I try to answer different people every single night. So, thank you, everybody, and have a good night.